Coming off of a tough loss last night in Brownsville, the Grayson County Lady Cougars are looking to get back in the win column this afternoon as they welcome in an unfamiliar opponent from the second region. The Hopkinsville Lady Tigers come in on a 3-game winning streak. They're determined to make it 4 as they take on the Lady Cougars here at the Cougar Den. And a good afternoon and welcome here to Grayson County High School for this afternoon's coverage of Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105 and also live via K105 Digital Productions. Coming up on our locker room show, we will introduce you to both the Lady Cougars of Grayson County and Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville. We will talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, and we'll give you this afternoon's starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on the Locker Room Show on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Hopkinsville about ready to get underway here in an afternoon matinee contest. This game was scheduled a couple of weeks ago. Wasn't originally on the schedule when it was released earlier on this week. Hopkinsville enters a record of 5-10. They're 1-2 in the 8th district of play. Their leading scorer is Shia Forte, but she's not listed on in their scorebook today, so we got to imagine that she will not be playing. Instead, they're going to turn to Katavia Fleming, who in her last game, just a casual triple-double. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 10 steals, a great game for Fleming their last time out. And she's a really good player and somebody that Grayson County's going to have to find a way to limit because she's one of those that will affect the game on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. The freshman, Micaiah Payton, averages 6.1 points, 2.2 rebounds per game. She's a shooter, and she shoots at a high percentage, 44% from three-point range this year. Grayson County's going to have to limit her in this game as well. And they got a very good rebounding team, averaging 33.5 rebounds per game. Lady Cougars had a tough one last night against Edmonson County. We'll come back and have more about them after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The Lady Cougars are about to take on Hopkinsville here in a Saturday afternoon game. Tough one last night for Grayson County. There's probably no other way to put it. They lost to arch rival Edmonson County by a final score of 38-14. It was an offensive game that I think is safe to say that you take the tape and you just burn it, because it was not good. And ended the 5-game winning streak for the Lady Cougars. That was their longest winning streak in 2 years. They were looking to make it 6. Didn't happen. But you know what? 6 of 7 is still not a bad thing. Lady Cougars are playing good basketball, and if they can find a way to bounce back today, because they got a couple of tough teams coming up here over these next couple of weeks. At North Bullitt on Tuesday, hosting Butler County on Friday. Another matchup against Whitesville, Trinity, Muhlenberg County. They got some tough teams that are coming up on the schedule, and when you got some of these 50-50 games like you have today against Hopkinsville, you got to find a way to come away with a big win. Lady Cougars are coached by Todd Johnston. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
K105.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, you had the game last night against Edmonson County. I know you've told me multiple times on air and off air that you never want to talk too much to your team after a game because it's never as bad as you think it was right after the game. When you went back and watched, was it as bad as you thought it was at the moment?
Well, I can't lie. I haven't watched it. It'll take a while for me to watch it, but we were 5 for 38 from the field. Can't win doing that. Only had 8 turnovers. Probably out of the 38 shots, only 5, 6, 7 I would classify as bad shots, and that's not counting the ones that got blocked. But we did okay in some areas. Like I said, again, you hold a team to 38 points, you should have a chance. But just one of those nights that we didn't make anything, and with their bigs inside. Just kind of sagging in, we become real perimeter oriented, and we didn't shoot the ball. And Sid didn't get any shots at all, and that's on me. But anyway, I'm glad we got a game today. We've moved on. We'll worry about Edmondson if we play them in the district.
Lucy, we talked about her last night, that she kind of made her reappearance back into the fold after not playing for about a month and a half with the injury. She started your first game of the season, so we know that she can impact your team. What does she bring to you all?
Well, she's long. I mean, she's 5'9", 5'10". She's got good footwork, still lacking in strength a little bit like all of our young players. But, she's someone that can be a really nice player along the baseline, short corners when we run 21, when we run our power against zones. And then offensively, she's getting better off the dribble. And like I said, she does rebound well. She's got to get a little stronger, but she's got a bright future and can definitely help us in the future.
Hopkinsville's guard, number 20, Fleming, is coming off of just a triple-double in her last game, points, rebounds, and steals. That's not usually the one that you usually see. How do you limit her today?
Well, we got to be smart. We've talked about pass fakes on her because she shoots the gaps an awful lot. They play majority of a 2-3 zone, but they are really active. It will remind you a little bit of what Bullitt Central did when they really extend out on the wing. So we've got to back cut that, get in gaps, and use her athleticism against her. Again, whether it's pass fake, drive, shorten up the distance between her and the ball so that you can use some pass fakes and some ball fakes. But if we let her run around in the lane, she'll get 10 steals. And, really talented player, and we're going to have our hands full handling the ball pressure that they put on us. But if we do, just like Tillman, if you can handle the initial ball pressure, we can get good looks and good shots, and then we just have to make them.
It's not just her, though. They got a talented 8th grader and a post player who's averaging nearly 10 rebounds a game. What else do you see from them?
Well, they are big. They're big, strong, and I told the girls, they're not particularly fast, but they're all quick, and they can move their feet laterally. They're much better than what you would think. Again, they're big girls, and they move really well, strong. So we've got to block out, we got to rebound, and we've got to take shots when we're open and maybe not drive as much right into people. But if we can get in situations where we're playing in gaps, playing with back cuts, and then hitting our kick outs, it's a game that we got to make some three-point shots to neutralize their quickness and size. And if we do that, we'll be okay.
Coach, good luck. More here coming up in the locker room show after this.
I'm William Shatner. I've been around a long time, but I'm truly humbled when I see the real battles our brave, paralyzed veterans have faced defending our freedom.
I was on a routine patrol, and we were in the desert of Kuwait, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay, folks, this is heroism. That's why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. Go to pva.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas. It's true. Mom, we love you always. Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars and Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville about ready to get underway. The starting lineups for both teams. First for Hopkinsville. Sophomore, you'll have Deasia Tulish. She's averaging 3.5 points a game. Katavia Fleming averages 11.4. Renijah McGee averages 1.9 points. Chrislyn Murray averages 2.3. And Micaiah Payton averages 6.1. Starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Arissa Riggs, senior guard. She averages 8.5 points. Sydney Perkins is the junior guard, averaging 11.7 points. Sutton Van Meter averaging 6.8 points. Kennedy Green averaging 3 points. And Eleanor Valles leads the team in rebounds at just under 5 per game. Grayson County and Hopkinsville is next here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Grayson County and Hopkinsville about ready to get underway here in a Saturday afternoon matchup between the Lady Cougars and the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers at 5-10, Grayson County at 9-12. Both teams at 1-2 in district play. We'll take a break. Play-by-play is next on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
County and Hopkinsville about ready to tip off here in this afternoon's game. Your coaching matchup for Grayson County, it's Todd Johnston. For Hopkinsville, Keith Leslie, both coaches in their second season at the helm of their programs. Kennedy Green will jump for Grayson against Tulis for Hopkinsville, and it's the Lady Tigers that controlled the opening tip. They will work from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the orange jerseys and the black stripes. White numerals stepping into the left wing three. It is up and off the mark. Rebound is ripped away, though, by McGee. McGee's putback is missed in the lane, and rebound goes out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers. That opening three was taken by Fleming, their leading scorer at 11.4 points per game. Van Meter to give it in as immediately Hopkinsville is going to come out in full court pressure. Sydney Perkins has it for Grayson County on the far side of the floor. Gives it to Riggs. Riggs an outlet pass to Van Meter, who has to go out and grab it wide. Van Meter drives down the near side, bounce pass to Riggs, out front deep to the right wing to Perkins. Three is up and the three is short. Rebound on the floor is pulled down by Hopkinsville, and Fleming has it on the far side of the floor. She speeds down the left lane, shot on the left side's missed a little bit short. Loose ball rebound, jump ball, Grayson County is going to get it. 7:17 to play here in the opening quarter. Grayson and Hopkinsville all tied up here at 0 from Grayson County High School. Lady Cougars had a tough one last night. No other way to put it. Against Edmondson County, and a turnover on the inbounds pass. Shot on the left side is good and put in by Tulis down the left side, and Hopkinsville strikes first. They lead 2-0. Riggs up the near side of the floor. Gives it back into the middle now to Van Meter. Van Meter back to Riggs. Riggs, Grayson County's got to cross the timeline. They do with an outlet pass to Narvaez. She'll hand it off to Perkins. Perkins drives far baseline, runs it, loops it out into the near corner to Green. Green off to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs out front in between the circles down to Sutton Van Meter. Van Meter drives down the left side, fakes it, quickly double teamed on the 2-3 zone for Hopkinsville. This is kind of what they run traditionally. In fact, it might even be a 2-1-2 zone pressure as I look again. In the near corner comes Perkins. She drives in, shot amongst the trees, pops out. The rebound is out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called on Hopkinsville. The foul is called on Murray. That is her first and the team's first. It's going to stay on the floor. Your officials for today's game, Mike Berry, Chris Crampy, and Tom Mattingly. Inside the lane, the shot on the left side is missed by Green. Rebounded on the floor by Tulis, and Tulis slaps it off to the speedy guard, Fleming. Inside, spinning it around, dumping it off. Stolen by Perkins on the interior. Grayson County looking to push as Perkins is going to be called. A foul is going to be called from behind. Whistled on the 8th grader, Micaiah Payton. That'll be her first and the team's second here in the first half of play. 2-0, Hopkinsville leads Grayson County, 6:15 to play in the first quarter. Perkins into the middle now to Van Meter. Van Meter an outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs will cross it to the far side to Perkins. Perkins drives down the far side, throws up a shot. It's missed too long. Rebounded on the floor by Murray. Murray taps it off into the middle to the guard, Fleming. Fleming in her last game, a triple-double. 19 points, 12 rebounds, and also had 10 steals. She's got it on the right wing. She's a very, very talented scorer. She'll take a right wing three. It's good. Fleming puts in the three. And Hopkinsville leads Grayson County 5-0. Down here to the near side comes Riggs. Riggs drives down the left lane, spins it around at the left elbow, handoff pass to Perkins. She wasn't able to corral the pass, gives it off left side Riggs. Riggs out front now to Van Meter, does a ball fake, gets it in the far corner to Green, goes through her hands and out of bounds. 5-0 Grayson County trails Hopkinsville, 5:22 to play here in the opening quarter from Grayson County High School. Lady Cougars now going to come out with full court pressure of their own, and trapped along the sideline is the 8th grader Peyton. She's able to get it out, and here comes a pass right up the middle to McGee. McGee drives down, dumps it off right side. Peyton's shot is way off to the right, but the reason why is because fouled on the inside was Murray. It's called on Narvaez, her first, team's first. And Murray will go to the free throw line. She's a 25% free throw shooter this season. She will shoot 2. First one is good. Rattles in for Murray. Hopkinsville this is one of the final girls basketball teams that they will field, as they're going to be consolidating with Christian County High School. As second free throw is missed, rebounded on the floor by Green. She falls down. She's trying to find help, and it goes out of bounds off of Hopkinsville. Into the game now for Hopkinsville is going to be Earthman. She's averaging 1.8 points and 1.6 rebounds a game. But Hopkinsville will be consolidating to form Hopkinsville Christian County Academy. They're going to be the Wolfpack. We'll have more on that as the broadcast goes along. Into the middle, Riggs. She's double-teamed, finds Van Meter. Van Meter's got to get it in the middle to Riggs. Grayson County breaks the timeline just ahead of the 10-second clock along the far side. Riggs to Van Meter. Back now to Riggs on the right side. Deep right wing 3 for Arissa Riggs just gets part of the net. Green is able to save it in bounds. She tried to throw it up the baseline, but it goes out. 6-0, Hopkinsville leads Grayson County. Into the game now for the Lady Cougars is Isabel Blanton. Into the game for Hopkinsville is Taria Sharber. Sharber will pass into the middle. Now an outlet pass over to the far side to Peyton. Peyton drives into the left elbow, gets it out front, stepping into the left wing 3. It is short. Rebound on the floor is ripped around and taken by the Lady Tigers. And in the near corner. Out front to Fleming. She drives in, and it is out of bounds off of Hopkinsville. Grayson County is going to get the basketball. 4:21 left to play here in the first quarter, 6-0. Hopkinsville leads. Van Meter gets it in to Riggs. She's quickly double-teamed, looking for help, and we're going to have a jump ball, and possession's going to head back to Hopkinsville. 4:17 to play in the first quarter. The offensive struggles have continued for the Lady Cougars in this game. Bounce pass to the left block, out to the left side to Fleming. Fleming drives in, kicks it in the near corner. A 3 is up by Peyton. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound Narvaez on the floor for Grayson County. Lady Cougars now can get out in transition. An outlet pass down to the near side to Riggs. Riggs drives down left side, shot, missed. Rebound put back by Green is missed, but free throws will come. Foul is called on McGee, her first, team's third. Kennedy Green will get free throws here for Green. She's a 68% free throw shooter. She'll have 2 coming here to try and put the Lady Cougs on the board. The first one is good. Sydney Perkins will come in for Green if she can put this in. Free throw is up, and it is missed off to the right. Hopkinsville gets the rebound. Halfway through the opening quarter, 6-1. Hopkinsville leads Grayson County. Out front, Fleming, 3 straight away, got it. Fleming hits her second 3 of the game. Hopkinsville all over Grayson County, 9-1. 3:45 left in the first quarter of action. Riggs, an outlet pass to Blanton down the near side of the floor. Blanton spins it around at the left wing. Out front to Riggs. Riggs bounce pass right wing, Van Meter. Van Meter takes it off into the far corner. Gets it out front deep on the right wing to Riggs. Riggs spins down, gets down the lane. Right side flip shot is blocked out of bounds by Hopkinsville. Sydney Perkins into the game for Grayson County. Kennedy Green will come out in place of her. You have Van Meter, Perkins, Narvaez, Blanton, and Riggs on the floor for Grayson County. Van Meter throws it to the left elbow to Narvaez. Into the corner now, Perkins. Thought about the 3. Has it on the left wing out front. Into the corner to Van Meter. Van Meter fakes the drive. Gives it off to Perkins on the left side. Off to the right wing, Riggs. Riggs drives down the right side into the far corner, Blanton. Blanton fakes the drive down the baseline. Realized she didn't have a window. Outside now Perkins. Perkins drives down the left side, gets it up, flip shot too hard. Narvaez got the rebound, and a foul on the rebound is going to be called on Fleming, her first, team's fourth. And is it a shooting foul, I believe they called? They did. So Ella Narvaez will go to the free throw line. 41.2% free throw shooter. Keith Leslie asking for an explanation on why it's a shooting foul. First one is in and out for Ella Narvaez. 3:04 left here in the first quarter of action. It's 9-1 Hopkinsville on top of Grayson County. Second chance for Narvaez is up, and it is good. Rattles in. Lady Cougars haven't scored from the field. They got a pair of free throws in this game. Outlet pass over the middle, taken away by Riggs for Grayson. Riggs runs it back down in the near corner. She's looking for help. Finds Van Meter on the left wing. Van Meter drives into the near corner. Blanton, three, near side. Got it! Big three by Isabel Blanton. Hopefully that can break the ice for Grayson County, and a turnover on the inbounds pass for Hopkinsville. The freshman Micaiah Payton wasn't able to corral it, and Grayson's going to get the basketball back. Van Meter to trigger. Gets it out front in between the circles to Perkins. Perkins being chased backwards, left wing Van Meter, free throw line Narvaez. Narvaez drives, tried to get a jump pass out front. Riggs is able to run it down in the far corner. Riggs looking for help in that far corner of play and splits it with a pass to the right wing. Three is up by Perkins. She makes it, but they award a timeout to Todd Johnston beforehand, so the three is waving off. And with 2:26 left in the first quarter, it's 9-5. Lady Cougars trail. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Kind of bad luck there for Grayson County as they were trapped in the corner. Todd Johnston called for a timeout. They ended up breaking the pressure. The refs didn't hear it until right when Riggs broke the pressure, and as a bounce pass to Perkins, who had a deep right wing three. The shot is waved off, though, because they did grant Todd Johnston the timeout. You don't always see that. Right wing Riggs, she'll step into the right wing three, and it's off to the right. Long rebound chased down by Perkins in the far corner. Right side Riggs, out front to Van Meter, ball fake left side, pulls up at the free throw line, bounce pass out front to the deep right wing to Riggs. Bounce pass Van Meter on the left side. Van Meter to the left wing to Perkins. Perkins out front in between the circles, deep on the right wing to Van Meter. Swings it off left wing, Perkins. Thought about the three. Inside to Blanton. Blanton quickly triple teamed out front. Van Meter three. That one short. And on the floor, the rebound is picked up by Tulis for Hopkinsville. 1:40 left in the first quarter, 9-5. Grayson County trails Hopkinsville. Lady Cougars trying to slow down Hopkinsville. A little floater is an air ball on the inside. Loose ball rebound is going to be a jump ball, as it was picked up by Sharber on the floor. And when she picked it up, she lost it on the way down and kind of had it in between her legs. Subs into the game here for Hopkinsville. You'll have Haley Moore. Moore is the sophomore. It's only her second appearance of the season. Kennedy Green and Briley Renfro come in for Grayson County. Van Meter jump pass left wing, Blanton. Bounce pass inside to Renfro. Swings it off right wing, Van Meter three. Got it! Great ball movement on that three-point shot between Blanton and inside now. Here comes Fleming on the shot. It is blocked by Green. It's Green's first, team's second, and free throws will come here. Oh no, they'll call it rather on Blanton. That is her first, team's second. Fleming to the line to shoot 2. Fleming from the free throw line, 68.6% from the charity stripe this year. The first one is up, and it is good. Rattles in. It's great ball movement there to find Van Meter on that last play on the right wing. It's a great job feeding to the free throw line to Renfro, who immediately made the pass out to the right side. Second free throw, good by Fleming. Hopkinsville leads Grayson 11-8. 1 minute left to play here in the opening quarter. Renfro up the far side is bumped. Foul called on Haley Moore. That is her first, team's 5th. Van Meter being chased backwards by Moore. Picks up her dribble, finds it off to the right wing to Perkins. It was deflected into the backcourt. Perkins was able to run it back down. They got the 10-second clock again. Van Meter breaks it into the near corner. Blanton, 3. Might have been partially blocked. Doesn't matter. Isabel Blanton puts in the 3. It's a tie game, 11-11. Jump pass down here to the near side. Hopkinsville trying to find an answer. Moore on the left wing. Guarded by Van Meter. Zone pressure coming for Grayson. An 18-footer right side is in and out on the shot by Tulis. Rebound, and a foul's going to be called. Might be on Blanton, and if it is, that's her second. It is. On Isabel Blanton, that's her second, team's 3rd. Bree Jones and Arissa Riggs come into the game for Grayson County. And Todd Johnston's going to keep Isabel Blanton in the game. I mean, she's hit 2 threes. I don't think you can afford to take her out. Onto the right side. Fleming off balance inside the free throw line. The floater is missed. Blanton runs down the loose board in the near corner. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Renfro has it on the right wing. Steps it back. Out front Riggs. Transition. 3 straight away off the back of the iron. Rebound is Renfro. Ends up coming down with it and losing it out of bounds. Renfro was fighting against 3 Lady Tigers and ends up coming down with a loose ball. We're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Hopkinsville with 7.1 seconds to play here in the first quarter of action. It's a timeout taken there by Keith Leslie, so it's just a 30-second timeout. Leslie's in his 2nd season as the head coach at Hopkinsville. He served as an assistant for both the boys and girls teams prior to getting the head coaching job. Spent 6 seasons as an assistant with the boys and 2 years as an assistant with the Lady Tigers before being promoted to becoming the head coach prior to last season. 11-11 is the score here. 7.1 on the clock here in the first quarter. Both coaches taking 30-second timeouts in this first quarter. And I like this timeout by Keith Leslie. He's probably going to try and draw up a play and see what his team can do here to try and get the lead here in the first quarter. A scan over to the far side. It is Dansbury into the game. Into the middle, down here to the near side. Dumps it off into the near corner, through the hands and out of bounds of Peyton. Honestly, they ran the play really well. Moving the ball movement, it just went right through the hands. You got 1.7 on the clock. They'll throw it into Jones. Jones throws it at half court, and it might have been partially deflected, and it is no good. At the end of the first quarter of play, it is 11-11 between Grayson County and Hopkinsville. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Grayson County closes the quarter on a 10-2 run. And it's 11-11 here at the start of the second quarter of play. It'll be Hopkinsville ball to start the quarter, working from left to right on the radio dial. Shot three, near side, pops out by Tulis. Green gets the rebound. We're going to have a foul called on the rebounds on Hopkinsville. It's called on Murray. That's her second, team 6. The way that play, Hopkinsville just kind of stayed, which made me do a double take, thinking that the foul was potentially on Green. Steal by Hopkinsville. Fast break, left side, basket, good by Fleming. Grayson County's not had an answer for Fleming. She's got 10 points, and it's 13-11. Hopkinsville leads the Lady Cougars. Perkins down the near side of the floor, weaving through, goes up, splits defenders down the right side. Basket good by Perkins to tie the game up here at 13. Far side jump pass inside in transition to break the press. Murray gets the points on the right side. It's a great job by Hopkinsville just to speed down the lane. Keith Leslie calling out to his team. He appreciates the work on that last play. Inside to Green. Green outside to Van Meter, who had at the volleyball line. She's immediately chased backwards by the freshman Peyton. Left side Riggs, out front to Van Meter, who's going to take it off in between the circles. Right wing Perkins, inside to Green. Green drives down right side, flips it up, shots missed. I think she was looking for the contact and it never came. McGee gets the rebound for Hopkinsville. Left wing Fleming, and she walks with it on the left side. 15-13, Hopkinsville leads. 6:38 left in the opening half of play. Taria Sharber re-enters the game for Hopkinsville. Van Meter throws it in. Riggs is able to run it down here in the near corner. Van Meter, or Riggs, an outlet pass off to Narvaez. Deep right wing three by Perkins, in and out. Green gets the rebound, and she's fouled from behind by McGee. It'll be 1-1 coming. Kennedy Green will go to the line. McGee picks up her second foul, team 7th. Into the game here for Hopkinsville is going to be Amaya Hurt. Hurt. This is her third appearance for the 8th grader. 1-1 coming for Kennedy Green, and the first one is good. She gets the hometown roll. One more coming for Kennedy Green. And it's good. Kennedy Green, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Grayson County's tied the game back up at 15. 6:25 to play here in the first half. Fleming up the near side of the floor to Sharber. Down inside, breaking the press. Shot is missed on the interior. Missed there by Hurt. And the ball goes out of bounds. That was great ball movement, though, by Hopkinsville. Riggs on the near side. She's double teamed. Tries to find help. Finds it with Green. Green being chased backwards. Right side to Perkins. Perkins drives down the right lane. Goes up. Is fouled and walks before the foul. Turnover Grayson. Ball back to Hopkinsville. 15-15 between Grayson County and Hopkinsville. 6:03 left here in the first half. Briley Renfro re-enters. Kennedy Green comes out. You got the, looks like a 1-2-1-1 zone pressure here. Stolen by Renfro on the right block. Renfro loses it again, and both players hit the deck. That's one that they just do it as they were both fighting for it. And as we talked, you heard Coach Johnston say earlier this week, as the jump ball is going to keep the ball with Grayson County, is Briley Renfro, he says, I think his line was, he wouldn't want to fight her for the last biscuit. On the right wing, passing into Renfro. Renfro out front to Perkins. Perkins swings it off left wing, Van Meter. Inside to Renfro. Renfro swings it over far side. 3 is up by Perkins, and the bank is not there for Sydney Perkins. It pops all the way in before going out. Weaving down the lane, shot off balance, ripped away by Grayson, but a foul is going to be called. It's called on Briley Renfro. Her first, team's 4th. To the line will be Peyton. She's a 50% free throw shooter this season. The first one is good for Peyton. That re-gives Hopkinsville the lead now at 16-15. 5:36 left here in the opening half of play. Second one, good. She makes them both. Hoptown on top, 17-15, 5:30 left here in the first half. Outlet pass, right wing, Perkins. She was going to drive it, didn't have the greatest lane on it. Now she's going to pull up, far side three, good. Perkins hits the three on the far side. Lady Cougs have the lead, 18-17. Into the middle to Sharbert. She does a great job corralling the pass inside. It bobbles around, and Grayson County's got it, and a foul is going to be called. Sydney Perkins goes flying towards Mr. Spirits. Thought I saw a foul called. It is. It is called on Sharber, her first, team's 8th. Back into the game is Earthman for Hopkinsville. Sydney Perkins will go to the line to shoot one in the bonus. Free throws have been up and down for the for the junior this year. Free throw is good for Perkins. Second chance coming for Sydney Perkins is up, and she puts them both in. Perkins has 7. Grayson has their largest lead at 20-17. 5:10 left here in the first half. Driving down is Fleming. Fleming amongst the trees. Shots missed. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled. Fleming is quick. Foul called on Perkins. Her first, team's 5th. To the line will be Fleming. First free throw coming for Fleming is off the back of the iron and bounces off to the right side. Todd Johnson was talking quite a bit there with Sydney Perkins during that last free throw, explaining either something about the foul or offensively that he missed. Second free throw good by Sydney Perkins, or by Fleming. And it's 20-18. Narvaez passes down to the right block to Perkins. She goes up with a shot on the right side and is fouled on the interior. Foul is called on Tallis. That is her Tullis rather. That is her first. And team's 9th. To the line will be Sydney Perkins. She goes back, and that one is nothing but net for Perkins. Not a great start in this game for Grayson County. They trailed 9-1 early on in the game. But they've come back now to take now a 4-point lead as Sydney Perkins makes in that second free throw as they lead 22-18. Under 5 minutes left in the first half of play, and now a ball is saved in bounds, but her foot was out of bounds. Peyton had it, tapped it up into the air, but her foot was out. Leslie asking for the explanation from the official, Chris Crampy, and just kind of nodded his head as if to say, okay, and it was clear that was just one. I didn't see what happened. What'd you see? Bounce pass, right wing, knocked in, taken away. Fast break coming for Hopkinsville. Over to the far side, driving in. Off balance shot is good. Put in and a foul for Hurt. Riggs picks up the foul. Her first, team 6th. Hurt at the free throw line this season, 2 of 4. Limited opportunities. And she can't get that one to roll in. Rebound put back inside is good, though, by Fleming. That's not what you want if you're Grayson County, because guess what? Now the game's tied at 22. We're going to have a foul on the inbounds pass called on Earthman. That'll be her first and the team's 10th. 2 free throws will come again for Grayson County. This time they'll put Sutton Van Meter at the free throw line. Van Meter just under 90% from the free throw line this year. She's been nothing short of automatic from the charity stripe. She's only missed 4 times all year. And there's the old announcer's jinx, because she misses that one for the 5th miss of the year. Renfro comes in for Grayson. Blankton comes out. And she misses both free throws. Rebounded there by Hopkinsville. Over to the far side, driving in. Shot is missed in the lane. Rebound. Perkins has it, tries to feed it outside. There was not a pass there, and it's taken back by Hopkinsville. Out front, Hurt. She'll pull up from the free throw line. It's way off to the left. Narvaez gets the rebound. Feeds it to the near side to Van Meter. An outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs tries to run the out-of-bounds line and gives it to Van Meter. Van Meter on the left wing. Out front, Riggs. Riggs on the right side, drives in, weaving through, bumped, and fouled by Hopkinsville. Foul is called on Hurt. It's her first. 2 free throws coming for Arissa Riggs. Riggs to shoot 2 for Grayson. And the first one is good. It rattles in for Riggs. Riggs this year from the free throw line is just about 67%. Kennedy Green will come in. If it's good, it's not. Missed, rebounded on the floor. Another one for Fleming. She speeds up the left wing, pulls up 18 feet left side, high off the glass. The kiss is there for Fleming. She gets the basket, and Hopkinsville has the lead back at 24-23. 3:45 left here in the second quarter of play. Renfro up the far side of the floor. Feeds it back to Riggs. Riggs to Van Meter. Van Meter left all alone straight away into the near corner. Perkins, she's left alone from 3, and it's off the back of the iron. The long rebound is saved in by Hopkinsville. They give it into the guard. Peyton up the far side of the floor. Drives in, shot 10 feet left side, off the glass. The basket is good for Peyton. The bank is open on a Saturday afternoon for Hopkinsville here. They have the lead back now by 3 points. Renfro back to Riggs. Riggs up the near side of the floor. 3:10 to play here in the first half. Riggs drives down the right side, lowers her shoulder. Shot's good. She'll go to the line. Earthman picks up the foul, her second. Foul trouble galore for Hopkinsville in this game, and Riggs will go to the line to try and convert on the and-1 and tie the game up. Narvaez comes out. Green comes back in for her. In for Hopkinsville is going to be Haley Moore, the sophomore. Riggs converts on the and-1 and puts it in. Tie game, 26 all. 3:10 left here in the first half, and the ball rolls all the way over. Briley Renfro runs over to grab it and gives it to Hopkinsville. Fleming weaves around Perkins. Fleming drives down, bounce pass left side. Shot is no good on the inside by Peyton. What a feat, though, by Fleming. Fleming's a really good player. Outlet pass to Van Meter on the left wing. Ball fake. She'll drive down the left side. Goes up. Layup. Good. Lady Cougs have the lead back. Sutton Van Meter gets the basket in transition. 28-26, and a foul is going to be called in the backcourt on Grayson. That's going to be free throws for Hopkinsville. Renfro's the player that picks up the foul. That's her second, team 7th. Blankton will come back into the game. Renfro will come out. I think Briley's played pretty well today. She's giving you some good moments. It'll be Fleming to the line. She's 3 of 4 in this game. She will shoot 1 in the bonus, and she's going to get that bonus. She puts in the first free throw. Sharber re-enters for Hopkinsville. Second chance, no good off to the right by Fleming. Run down in the near corner by Riggs, and a foul's called on Hopkinsville. There's contact made on the arm, and more free throws coming. And that foul is going to be called on Sharber. That's her second. For Hopkinsville, Earthman, McGee, Sharber, and Murray all have 2 fouls. Riggs to shoot 2. She is 2 of 3 on free throws in this game. The Lady Cougars are making a living at the free throw line here today. And first one's good by Riggs. Gives Grayson County the 2-point advantage now as Bree Jones re-enters. Isabel Blankton comes out in her place. Riggs makes both free throws. The Lady Cougs are on top, 30-27. 2:44 to play. Pass is thrown away, run down in the near corner, and Hopkinsville is able to take it. Swings it off to Fleming. Fleming inside to Sharber, and it's out of bounds and knocked out by Grayson. 2:36 left in the first half, 30-27. Off to the left wing, Fleming drives in, shot inside the lane, high off the glass is missed. Rebound put back by Sharber is missed. Rebound bouncing around, Fleming's got it, she's fouled on the interior. Kennedy Green picks up the foul. That is going to be her second, or her first rather. Team's 8th. 2 free throws coming for Fleming. First one is good. Fleming has 17 points here in this first half of play. Blanton re-enters in place of Jones. Second one, good. 30-29. Grayson County and Hopkinsville. Near side Blanton. She'll drive near baseline, pulls up from 10 feet. It's too long. Rebounded on the floor by Hopkinsville. And the Lady Tigers will have a chance to retake the lead in this game. In transition, Fleming will take the three for the lead. It's missed. Rebound on the floor is picked up by Hopkinsville. Three right side, way off to the right. It's missed. Rebound inside by Perkins. As Moore tried to pull down that three, but it was off to the right. And Perkins is fouled by Moore. And that'll be her second. And 2 free throws coming here again for Grayson County. These will be taken by Sydney Perkins. 2 free throws coming. Bree Jones will come in if this free throw is good. First one is no good by Perkins. Jones in, Blanton out. 1:58 left here in the first half. Second chance for Perkins is good. Lucy Torrance will come into the game for Grayson County in place of Kennedy Green. Torrance has been recovering from an ankle injury. Made her first appearance in about 6 weeks last night against Edmonson County and really played pretty well in a couple of minutes of action. In transition, an 18-footer by Fleming is missed. The bank is not there. 31-29, Grayson County has a 2-point lead with 1:45 left in the first half. Perkins comes, weaves through down the left side, takes it to the hole, too hard on the layup. Fleming gets the loose board for Hopkinsville. Fleming up the far side of the floor. Has it deep on the left side. Guarded by Jones. 2-3 zone for Grayson County. 3 left wing. Good. Put in. Hopkinsville's retaking the lead. Tullis puts in the 3. She's got 5 points. Hopkinsville leads 32-31. Jones in the far corner. Bounce pass out front to Riggs. Riggs drives in. Floater is good for Riggs. Back and forth these two teams go. Got an offensive game here today. Sharber up the far side of the floor. Gives it off, 18 feet, right side shot is no good and missed by Moore. Rebounded by Grayson County. Under a minute left here in the first half of play. Riggs drives down, bounce pass to Torrance, and it goes out of bounds. Wasn't the greatest pass in the world. Back into the game, Peyton comes in for Hopkinsville. And they have 6 players on the floor. Sharper will come out. We're good now. 50 seconds left in the first half. Grayson leads 33-32. Moore drives down the right side. Shot at the rim is missed. Torrance gets the rebound for Grayson and feeds it off to the near side to Jones. Jones up the near side of the floor, weaves back towards the middle at the free throw line, crosses it to the far corner to Perkins. Perkins weaves around the defender, right side shot, good! Driving in, Sydney Perkins gets the shot. We have an official timeout called with 30.5 seconds here in the first half. And a little shaken up is Tullis after the play. And Tullis is going to take a seat. Earthman comes in for her. They give it down to the near side. Pass knocked away by Van Meter into the hands of Briggs. Down to Narvaez. Left side shot is missed. Rebound is picked up and run down by Fleming. Fleming, fast break, 1-on-3. Drives up right side, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Van Meter. Van Meter tried to take the charge. That was probably a good call. For Van Meter, that'll be her first, team's 9th. And Fleming will go back to the free throw line. With 18.3 on the clock here in the first half. First one for Fleming is missed. Blanton re-enters. Torrance comes out. McGee re-enters for Hopkinsville. And it's not E.E. McGee. Second chance Fleming is good. She gets the roll. And a walk is going to be called on the inbounds. Walking with it is Van Meter. Todd Johnston wasn't happy. I don't think he thought it was a walk, but it's going to be a turnover. I was looking at my notes, so I missed it even happening. And we're having some subs in. Torrance in, Blanton out. So Hopkinsville will have a chance to hold for the final shot. It's 35-33, Grayson with a 2-point lead. Got about 10 seconds left in the first half of play. Down the left side goes Fleming. Into the far corner, back to Fleming with 5 seconds. Fleming drives in, free throw line, jumper is no good. Rebound bounced off, Fleming's got it on the right side. Good at the buzzer for Fleming to tie the game up at the half. At the half, it is Grayson County 35, Hopkinsville 35. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Well, that was one exciting first half of play. 35-35, Grayson County is all knotted up with Hopkinsville here at the half. Coming up on a halftime show, we'll run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and we'll get you ready for the second half of play. Getting your score at the half, Hopkinsville and Grayson County all knotted up at 35. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County and Hopkinsville all knotted up at 35 here at the half from Grayson County High School. We'll see if there are any games in action here this afternoon. I know Butler County is playing in a doubleheader this evening against Louisville Homeschool. And this afternoon, well, I'm not sure if we'll have any score updates from that one to bring you or not. As I do a scroll through here, and as I'm doing the scroll, there's not a whole lot of action going on as far as local teams in action here today. As, in fact, I'm doing the scroll through, and there's really nothing. Okay, I guess here's one. In boys basketball at the end of the third quarter, Covington Holy Cross leads Owensboro Catholic in the All-A Classic 56-36 at the end of the third quarter of play. I don't know that I blame Owensboro Catholic because they played until like 3 a.m. last night, and they played like 37 overtimes, and I don't blame them. That's maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but they played 4 or 5 overtimes last night, and that game did not end until probably 11 or 11:30 Central Time, and they had to come back and play this morning against a good Covington Holy Cross team that's got one of the top players, top scorers in the entire state, and Jacob Meyer, really talented player, so nothing to hang their hat on there for Owensboro Catholic. We'll take a break, run down the scoring from this game. There's a lot to break down. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Hopkinsville tied at 35 here at the half. In that first half of play, 34 combined free throws were shot between these two teams. Foul trouble is going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as this game goes along. You're scoring for Hopkinsville, 21 points from Fleming, 5 points from Tullis, 4 points for Peyton, 3 points for Murray, 2 points for Hurt. For Grayson County, 12 points Perkins, 8 points Riggs, 6 points Blanton, 5 points Van Meter, 3 points Green, 1 point Narvaez. I mean, if you're Grayson County, there's a couple of things, and the biggest thing is you got to find a way to slow down Fleming. You got to find a way to, if the fouls are going to continue to mount up, you're going to have to make your free throws at a high rate if you want to beat a talented Hopkinsville team. These are two very evenly matched teams. I mean, you're seeing it. 11-11 at the end of the first quarter, 35-35 at the end of the first half. Come back. Second half's next on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hopkinsville will start the second half with the ball. They'll work from right to left on your radio dial. 35-all between Grayson County and Hopkinsville. A really exciting first half of play, and it'll be a pass inside, spinning in the lane. The shot is missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Grayson County. Narvaez was the player that knocked it in as they tried to get it inside to McGee. She spun towards the middle and couldn't get it to go in. Tullis to pass in, gets it inside, goes right through the hands and taken away by Perkins. Perkins slows down as she realized she didn't have numbers. Gets a screen from Narvaez. Three straight away is blocked. Narvaez has it. Back outside to Van Meter. Into the corner to Riggs. Riggs drives the baseline. Gets it outside now to Van Meter. Van Meter spins it around. Has it in between the circles. Picks up her dribble. Left wing Perkins. Free throw line Narvaez. Narvaez drives in. Right side shot. Good. Great take by Ella Narvaez. She's got 3 points. Grayson County's got the lead back at 37-35. There were 34 combined free throws shot in the first half of this game. Into the far corner, jump pass inside, spinning it around, shot missed. Rebound inside, ripped away by McGee to Fleming. Into the corner, three is up, three is missed by Hopkinsville. Rebound on the floor is loose ball. Van Meter rolls it down to Perkins. One-on-one, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Fleming. That'll be her second, team's first of the second half. Into the game will be Taria Sharber. Coming out will be Murray. Van Meter passes into Green. Green from 17 feet on the left side. It's too long. Narvaez chases down the loose board. Left wing Van Meter. She'll put up the three. It's missed long. Narvaez almost comes down with another loose board, but it is out and Fleming has it. Fleming spins it around, has it towards the middle. Inside the lane, shot on the right side. Good. It rolls in and is put in by Sharber. Her first points of the game. To Riggs down the near side. Riggs picks up her dribble back to the volleyball line to Van Meter. Back now to Riggs on the right side. Bounce pass in the near corner to Green. Green tries to drive the baseline and throws it away. It's picked up and taken off by Peyton. Peyton was going to drive, realized she didn't have space, instead feeds it off to Fleming, who hits the left wing three. Fleming's got 24 points in this game, and Hopkinsville leads Grayson County 40-37. 6:04 left here in the third quarter of action. Van Meter to the free throw line to Narvaez. Narvaez drives in, shot on the right side's missed. Loose board, foul called on Sharber. No, it's rather called on McGee. It's her third, team's second. Briley Renfro in, Kennedy Green out. In for Hopkinsville, it'll be Murray. Van Meter throws it out front. Riggs able to run it down, taps it off to Perkins. Right wing three up for the junior, and it is missed. Chasing down the rebound in the corner is Perkins. She tries to throw it off a Hopkinsville player and is successful in doing so. Lady Cougars will keep the ball, passing it in from the corner. 5:45 left in the third quarter, 40-37. Jump pass by Van Meter in, and it is knocked and taken away by Hopkinsville. Fleming's got it. Up the far side of the floor, she speeds around Van Meter, chasing her up. On the right wing, inside pass taken away by Narvaez. Narvaez gives it back to Van Meter. Van Meter crosses it to Riggs. Riggs down the near side, an outlet to the right wing to Perkins. She drives down the right side. Flip shot, right side, good. Perkins has 14 points. That leads Grayson County in scoring. And an outlet down to a wide open Murray. Shot is missed, but she's fouled by Grayson County. For Riggs, that is her second, team's first. And it'll be Kristen Murray to the line. She's 1 of 2 tonight. She came in only 25% from the free throw line. She'll have 2 coming here, and the first one is an air ball. She'll have 1 more coming. And that one's good. You don't always see that when a player airballs a free throw to then come back and, I mean, that one, she couldn't have gone up there with a ladder and dropped it in from the top any better. Steal taken away by Hopkinsville. They have the 2-point lead. Fleming pulls up 18 feet straight away. Shot short. Van Meter gets the rebound. An outlet pass taken away by Hopkinsville in the deflection inside, and it's off the hand on the interior of Murray. Sub back into the game here will be Earthman for Hopkinsville with 4:54 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cougars have it. They trail 41-39, 4:50 left in the third quarter. Riggs takes it up the near side of the floor. Outlet pass to Renfro. Renfro drives down to here into the near corner. Renfro loses it, ripped away. We're going to have a jump ball. And now 2 players going at it. They're fighting over the loose ball, and jump ball is going to keep the possession with Grayson County. Right side Renfro into Riggs. Riggs into the corner to Perkins. Perkins comes here to the left side. Handoff pass Riggs. Riggs bounce pass out front to Van Meter. Van Meter being chased backwards. She needs to find help as she's right on the half-court line. Thrown away off the hands of Perkins. 4:26 left in the third quarter. 41-39, Grayson County has the deficit. Isabel Blanton comes in. Sydney Perkins comes out. Really a good offensive game, though, here. I mean, you've seen some turnovers, but the points are coming for both of these teams who don't necessarily score at a high level. Hopkinsville averages about 48 points a game as Sharber drives down the left side. Her shot is left short. Rebound on the floor. Renfro comes down with it, slides with the ball, and is able to feed it off to Van Meter, who finds it to Riggs. Riggs gives it back to Sutton Van Meter. Sutton, the pass off to the right side to Riggs. Riggs drives down the right side, flips it up, blocked by Sharber. There to pick it up is Narvaez. Narvaez tries to pass it out front, and we're going to have a jump ball that's going to give the ball to Hopkinsville. 41-39, 3:50 left in the third quarter. Hopkinsville leads Grayson. Todd Johnston calling for the defensive pressure. Fleming, an outlet pass to Sharber. It's off her hand, and Riggs is going to run it down. Riggs right up the middle, an outlet pass to Van Meter, who has it in the far corner, and Van Meter is fouled. Tullis will pick up the foul. That'll be her second and the team's third. And Van Meter will go to the line to shoot 2. She is a good free throw shooter, but oh no, they're saying it's on the floor. 3:37 left in the third quarter. Van Meter fires the pass inside to Riggs, and Riggs is bumped on the interior. And that's another one called on Tullis. That'll be her third, team's fourth. Back into the game, Haley Moore for Hopkinsville. Van Meter passes into the far corner to Blanton. Blanton tries to split the defenders at the free throw line, tries to feed the bounce pass off. Fleming has it and gives it off to Sharber. Sharber down the left side of the floor. She drives in, shot left side, good. She'll go to the line. Riggs is called for the foul, her third, team's second. Perkins comes in place of Riggs. And Sharber will go to the free throw line. Sharber this season, 61% free throw shooter. Hopkinsville has the 4-point advantage. They'll try to make it 5 right here. It is good. 44-39, Hopkinsville leads Grayson County. 3:24 to play. As it is Perkins that has it. Gives it back to Van Meter. Van Meter to Narvaez, but the pass is deflected and taken away. Down the right side, Fleming. Shot's no good, but she'll go to the line after being fouled by Grayson. Foul's called on Renfro. It's her third. Team's third. Fleming to the line to shoot 2. She has got 24 points in this game. But the first free throw there is missed for the talented junior. Bree Jones into the game for Grayson County. Or no, she will not be. Now she will be as the free throw is good by Fleming. She didn't get in time, but she'll come in place of Renfro right now. 45-39. 3:16 left in quarter number 3. Grayson County. An outlet pass. Here comes Narvaez. Narvaez fades it right side. Good for Ella Narvaez. She's got 5 points. It's back to a 4-point game. An outlet pass to try and answer is through the hands. Out of bounds. Off of Earthman. Jason Kincaid, the athletic director. Showed some good speed there getting to that ball pretty quickly. Might have been the pizza he was eating earlier as he walked in the door. Out the far side, Jones. She's double teamed. Spins it around with a bounce pass to Van Meter. Driving down the left side, kicks it off into the far corner to Blanton. Blanton curls it around to Jones at the free throw line. Jones walked with it. Johnston, the head coach, was wanting that ball to continue to rotate down here towards the near side. But the full rotation never did happen. 2:48 left in the third quarter, 45-41. Grayson County trails Hopkinsville. Left wing ball fake by Fleming. She'll drive in. Shot is up. Blocked by Narvaez. Rebounded by Sharber on the inside. She gives it off to the outside. More 3 left wing. That one's no good. Rebound inside. Put back is good on the interior by Earthman. Hopkinsville has had this quarter. They've really dominated the Lady Cougars in the quarter for the most part. Van Meter trapped in the backcourt. Passes up the sideline to Perkins. Into the far corner to Blanton. Blanton tried to get it back to Perkins, but it was knocked out of bounds by Payton. 2:13 left in the third quarter, 47-41. Sub into the game, Murray re-enters for Hopkinsville in place of Sharber. Nope, incorrection. Be in place of Fleming. Throw it out front to Perkins. Perkins guarded by Moore. That's probably a matchup you want. She gets a screen. Perkins drives in, pulls up, 15 feet, right side, got it. Perkins has 16. It's a 4-point game, 47-43. Sharber in the backcourt. Grayson County comes with the pressure, and she double dribbles. And Sharber forgot that she didn't have her dribble anymore, and she's probably the player that you want to have the ball 70 feet from the basket. And immediately Fleming comes back into the game. I didn't think she was going to be out long. Maybe a little bit longer than 20 seconds, but Sharber will come out. Van Meter to pass. Gets it into Blanton. She'll pull up 10 feet left side. Got it. Isabel Blanton's got 8. The offense starting to look a little better here for Grayson in this quarter. Over to the far side. Pass is controlled by Payton. She's able to keep it going. Bounce pass over to the far side. Catch and shoot shot off the back of the iron. Rebound. Jones comes down with it for Grayson County. Jones up the near side of the floor. She picks up her dribble and steps out of bounds. Todd Johnston telling Bree Jones, keep your head up when you're dribbling because of that, she ran right into 2 defenders and technically had the third one against her, which was the sideline, and that defender is the best in the region. 3 is missed by Hopkinsville and out of bounds on the rebound. Some of the Hopkinsville fans thought that the 3 was good by Moore, but it was not. Far side Jones, great bounce pass back to Van Meter. Outlet to Narvaez, down the right side, Narvaez, good! Great ball movement by Grayson County. Ella Narvaez has 7 points. Tie game, 47-47. 1:10 to play in the third quarter. Moore drives down the left side, guarded by Perkins. Off to the right wing. Step back three by Peyton. Answer. Got it. Peyton answers with a three. It's 50-47. The loose ball is thrown away by Grayson. Three by Moore. Left side is short. Perkins has the rebound for Grayson. Perkins up the far side of the floor. She's bumped twice. She's got to get this ball across, and the third bump is going to be called for a foul on Earthman. Earthman trying to plead the case to the official. For Earthman, that's her third, team's fifth. Into the game will be Hurt. Moore will come out. Give it in here, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Hopkinsville has the 50-47 lead. Jones in the near corner. She's trapped, feeds it out front to Van Meter. Back now to Jones on the right wing. Jones drives down, gets around the defender. Right side shot is missed, but she's bumped and fouled, and free throws will come for the seventh grader Bree Jones as that foul's called on Hurt. Her second, team's sixth. Bree Jones to shoot two. Jones from the free throw line this year is just about a 63%, but we've seen her when she gets into a roll. First one's no good. She can drop them with the best of them. Second chance. Jones misses them both. Rebounded and losing it, but gaining it back. And Hopkinsville's able to keep it going. Passing down to the right side. Pass is out of bounds, or taken away by Jones. Jones, an outlet to Blanton down the right side. Shot is good. Isabel Blanton gets the shot in transition. The buzzer sounded for some reason. I don't know why. Must have been a malfunction. And it ends up actually helping Grayson County, and now we're going to have a walk down the lane. 50-49. It's a 1-point game, 9.5 on the clock here in the third quarter. Riggs comes in, Narvaez comes out. Ella's played a great third quarter. It's a 1-point Hopkinsville lead. Giving it into Jones up the far side of the floor with 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jones drives down the left side, kicks it off into the far corner to Blanton. Blanton drives down, pulls up at the buzzer. Good! Blanton hits it in. She's got 6 in the quarter. The Lady Cougars lead Hopkinsville 51-50 through 3. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Grayson County leads 51-50 as we start the final quarter of play from Grayson County High School as Isabel Blanton put in that shot right ahead of the buzzer. She's got 12 points in the game to give Grayson County the lead here at 51-50 as we start the final quarter of action. And Grayson County is going to get the ball to start this quarter with a 1-point advantage. Van Meter inside to Perkins. Right side shot, no good. But she's fouled on the way down. It's Sydney Perkins. A very awkward fall, and she is in pain on the floor right now. That was a very awkward fall for Sydney Perkins after being fouled by Murray. Her third, team's 7th. And Sydney, hopefully she is okay. Trainer Scott Ballman and head coach Todd Johnston are out to talk to the Grayson County Lady Cougar leading scorer. Isabel Blanton will come in presumably to take these free throws. Brian Jones, assistant coach, is now out to talk to Sydney Perkins as well. As Grayson County has the 1-point advantage, 2 free throws will come after this play. And Sydney is getting up to her feet. and being helped off the floor. She's slowly walking off, but not being helped off the floor, and it's probably also a good sign she's not heading to the training table. Scott Ballman, the trainer, is talking to her, and obviously whatever he asked her to do, something with her shoulders, and whatever she did, he seemed to be fine with whatever the result was. Blainton will shoot 2 free throws in place of Perkins. Blainton is a 73% free throw shooter, and she puts in the first one. Blainton has 13 points in the game. She's inching closer to her career high of 17. You could hear a pin drop in this building right now. And that free throw is missed by Blanton. 52-50, Grayson County has the lead here. 7:45 to play in the game. 3 straight away, missed in transition. Not there by Fleming. And a walk in the corner is going to be called on Hopkinsville, and Grayson's going to get the ball back. We've seen both of these teams go on runs in this game. And it's probably going to be almost one of these that whichever team goes on the run last is going to win the game. And Riggs is bumped and fouled up the near side of the floor by Tullis. Her 4th, team's 8th. It's the first player with 4 fouls in this game. 1-1 coming for Riggs. Been a ton of free throws shot in this game. She'll shoot 1 in the bonus. Back into the game for Hopkinsville was Earthman. First free throw by Riggs is good, so she'll get the second. Riggs has 9 points in the game. She'll try to make it 10. It is no good. Pops out. Rebounded on the floor by Hopkinsville. Up the far side of the floor. Blanton pokes it away. It is going to stay with Hopkinsville. Great transition defense by Blanton just to poke that one up. And a little slow to get up after the play is Micaiah Payton. And she's headed right to the bench. I hope she's okay. She kind of took an awkward fall as Blanton came in, and I think the training staff is going to come look at Payton. I'm not sure if it was one of those that she rolled her ankle or what. I hope that that's all it is driving down the right side. We're going to have a foul called on Blanton. That'll be her 3rd, team's 4th. It's going to stay on the floor. To trigger will be Sharber. Sharber passes in, shot knocked away and taken away by Grayson. Van Meter keeps her head up, gives it to the near side to Riggs, who breaks the timeline, angling it back towards the middle. Far side, Van Meter. Van Meter with the right hand dribbles it off into the far corner. She drives down the left lane, gets it up, flip shot left side, blocked by the rim, rebound knocked out of bounds by Green. As it was picked up by Fleming, and Green was there to stick her paw in there and knock it out. 53-50, Grayson leads Hopkinsville, 7:11 to go. So passing it into the middle to Fleming. Fleming up the near side of the floor to Earthman. Earthman guarded by Narvaez. Outside to Fleming. 3 left wing. It is an air ball, and the rebound is run down, saved in bounds, but a foul on the rebound. Arissa Riggs going to pick up the foul for Riggs. That'll be her 4th. Immediately, really good sign here. Sydney Perkins comes back into the game for Grayson County. It's a good sign. Riggs will come out with those 4 fouls. It's going to stay on the floor. Hopkinsville throws it to the right elbow. Back inside, Green with a takeaway for Grayson County. Green up to the far side of the floor to Van Meter. Van Meter angles back towards the far side. Has it deep on the left wing, 53-50, 6:44 to play in the 4th quarter. Van Meter drives in, gives it to Green, 10 feet far side. It is in and out. Rebound is out of bounds off of Hopkinsville. It's going to be Grayson County ball on the interior. That's one of those bang-bang plays. 53-50, 6:37 left in the 4th quarter. Into the near corner, Perkins, guarded by Earthman, looking for help, and timeout Todd Johnston. 6:32 to go. Grayson County leads 53-50. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County trails in this game against, leads rather in this game against Hopkinsville 53-50 with 6:32 to go. Todd Johnston takes that 30-second timeout. Be Sydney Perkins to trigger, and she gives it into the backcourt to Sutton Van Meter to run the point. Van Meter up the far side of the floor. Doesn't get the screen rather from Narvaez. Instead takes it down here to the near side. Perkins on the right wing, loses it. It's poked away, and a shove is going to be called on Perkins. Be her second, team's sixth. Both teams are going to shoot free throws for the remainder of the game. It is going to be Hopkinsville basketball. Earthman will pass it in. 6:19 to go, 53-50. At the volleyball line to Earthman on the left wing. Guarded by Perkins for Grayson. Lady Cougars in the zone defense. Earthman on the left side. Bounce pass in, taken by Blanton. Blanton finds it over to the far side and weaving down here to the near side, Van Meter. Outlet pass down here to the near side to Perkins. Drives in, shot off the right side's missed. Rebound tapped off and taken by Earthman. Earthman gives it off now to Fleming, and Fleming breaks the timeline at the logo. Fleming from 18 feet on the right side, off the back of the iron, rebound, out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called, though, on Sharber, her third, team's ninth, and that'll be free throws for Grayson. Kennedy Green will go to the line, and I like this from Kennedy. She immediately walks up the line, and she's going and standing at the free throw line. She's the first one down there. She's leading in, showing some confidence. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line in this game. She'll shoot one in the bonus. First one is good for Kennedy Green. So she will get the second. That gives Grayson County the 4-point advantage. I know we have a Cougar legend that's locked in and listening with us here this afternoon. One of the greatest catchers ever named Briley to ever play for Grayson County High School is listening. I know Briley Napier locked in, and also former K105 Digital Productions crew member. So shout out to Briley today. Second free throw good by Kennedy Green. He puts it in. 55-50. 5:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Up the near side of the floor, picking up the dribble, and timeout Hopkinsville. 5:39 to go. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. It's 55-50. Grayson has the 5-point lead against the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers. So we'll try to see if there aren't any scores. I did see a Butler County score that came through. We mentioned that they're playing some home schools today. And the Lady Bears are leading CEC Louisville 27-4 at the half. That's a group of Christian home schools, Christian Educational Consortium or something like that they're playing today. And the boys, Butler County, will play them as well. $55-50, 5:39 left to go out of the timeouts. It will be Hopkinsville ball. Driving in, jump pass inside, spinning towards the lane. Shot on the left side's missed by McGee, but she's fouled by Grayson County, and guess what? More free throws. Narvaez picks up her second foul, team 7th. And to the line will be McGee. Hopkinsville is yet to score in this quarter. McGee from the free throw line this season, 28.6%. The first one is no good. Second chance for McGee. Takes a long time dribbling. Misses it off to the right. Narvaez with a rebound for Grayson County. Lady Cougars up by 5. Perkins up to the middle of the floor. Poked away from behind. Loose ball is a jump ball. And possession is going to head towards Hopkinsville. 5:19 left in the fourth quarter. 55-50. 5:19 left. feeling maybe some overtime. I mean, if you're a Lady Cougar fan, I don't know that you want them to come back, but there's a bounce pass into the near corner, left wing Fleming. Fleming off into the near side, and the pass is knocked out of bounds by Van Meter, and it's going to stay. And that ball rolled all the way down, and I don't know if the clank picked up, but I believe it hit to the part where they plug in to close the bleachers, so it made a loud clinking noise. Right side Fleming, guarded by Van Meter, drives down, now backs it off in between the circles. Left side, bounce pass inside, shot blocked on the interior, picked up by McGee. Her shot's blocked. Sharber's able to run it down to Fleming, and she's fouled by Van Meter. For Van Meter, that is her second. Team's 8th. 1-1 will come for Fleming. Grayson County's done a better job against her in the second half. She has 25 points in the game. She'll shoot one in the bonus here. First one is no good. It pops out. Kennedy Green rips down the loose board. Gives it to Van Meter. An outlet pass to the right wing to Perkins. Perkins drives down and is fouled on the drive by Fleming, her third. Team's 10th. 2 free throws coming for Grayson County. Perkins will shoot 2 free throws. The Hopkinsville fans not happy with that last call. First one for Perkins is good. Keith Leslie having a passionate conversation with the official Chris Crampy. Missed by Perkins. The second one, Green gets the rebound and then loses it out of bounds. Great rebound, though, by Kennedy Green. She does good things. It's just when she gets stronger, more confident in herself as well, she's going to be a really, really good player. 4:38, pass is a jump ball, and Grayson's going to get it. 4:36 left in the fourth quarter. Grayson leads 56-50. Hopkinsville still looking for their first points of the first quarter of play, or fourth quarter of play. Back into the game is Sharber for Hopkinsville. Perkins has it. Coming up the middle of the floor goes Perkins. She drives down, flips it up, left side, can't get it in. Narvaez with a rebound for Grayson, and a jump ball is going to give the ball back to Hopkinsville. 56-50, 4:27 left in the fourth quarter. A lot of jump balls, a lot of fouls, a lot of free throws here today. Fleming. Left side Earthman. Back outside to Fleming. Fleming deep. Left wing three is off to the right. Rebound put back inside by McGee is missed. The long rebound is tapped out. Run down by Tullis. Into the far corner. Bobbling it is Sharber. She feeds it inside to McGee. McGee right side misses the shot, and a foul on the rebounds called on McGee. That'll be her fourth. And we'll see who the foul is called, or who will shoot the free throws. I think they're saying Narvaez will for Grayson.
Narvaez at the line to shoot 2.
Narvaez will shoot 2. She's got 7 points in this game. First one is just a little bit too long for Narvaez. She's 1 of 3 now from the charity stripe in this game. Second one coming for Narvaez is good. It rattles in. Narvaez has 8 points. 57-50, Lady Cougs on top by 7 points halfway through the fourth quarter of play. Green rejects the pass. Great defense by Kennedy Green on the 1-3-1 zone pressure. And in the near corner, Earthman. Bounce pass left wing. Back into Earthman. Inside to Sharber, and it's knocked out by Narvaez. Grayson's getting a lot more deflections here in this game. Sharber to trigger. Gives it off left wing. Tullis into the corner. Earthman, 3 is too long. Rebounded, and a foul is going to be called, and that was a hard fall by Sharber. And she appears to be okay. Foul called on Blanton. That is her 4th. Team's 9th. And 2 free throws, I believe, will come for Sharber. It is going to be 2. Sharber is 1 of 1 from the charity stripe in this game. It's Hopkinsville still looking for their first points of the fourth quarter of action. First one is good. There's the first points in the fourth quarter for Hopkinsville. Riggs and Jones come in. Kennedy Green and Isabel Blanton come out. Sharber's second chance. This will make it a 5-point game. Is no good off to the right. Narvaez picks up another loose board for Grayson County. 57-51. Lady Cougars on top. 3:30 left in the fourth quarter. Left wing Van Meter. She drives down, gives it off to Narvaez. Off her hands, gains it back, fires it off left side. Jones. Jones drives down the left side. Jump past Perkins. Right block, shot good. Perkins puts it in. Off the feed. Lady Cougars up by 8 points. 59-51. Inside. Perkins knocks it away. It goes right into the hands, though, of Sharber, who makes the shot on the right side. That's almost, Perkins should get an assist for that one. Jones is fouled by Tullis, and for Tullis, that'll be her fifth, and she'll foul out of this game. Immediately, Haley Moore will come in. Tullis will come out with 5 fouls. And it'll be Bree Jones to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She's 0 of 2 in this game. She'll have 2 coming here. First free throw for the 7th grader is no good. Doesn't get the shooter's roll on that one. Riley Renfro will come in. Well, she's talking to Todd Johnston right now. And it is good by Jones. Riley Renfro in, Bree Jones out. 60-53, 3:05 left to go. Lady Cougars have crossed the 60-point mark here this evening. 5th time this season they've been able to do that. Left side taken away by Fleming. An outlet pass to Narvaez down the right side. Layup good. Ella Narvaez takes it right to the hole. She's in double figures. She's got 10 points. 62-53. Grayson County trying to take control of this one. Right side Fleming. Crosses it to the left wing. Bounce pass inside. Now back out. 3 Fleming straight away to answer. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound by Sharber and a foul on Renfro. That is her 4th. Team's 10th. Two free throws coming for Sharber. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this game. Hopkinsville has won 3 straight games entering this game. Grayson County had won 5 straight entering last night's loss. First one, Sharber is off the back of the iron and missed. Bree Jones and Kennedy Green back in. Riley Renfro and Ella Narvaez out. Narvaez has a career-high 10 points in this game. Sharber's second chance rattles in. Grayson leads 62-54, 2:34 left in the fourth quarter of play. Jones has it over to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter keeps her head up at the volleyball line. Almost might have gotten away with a walk. It was really close. She might have been able to keep that pivot foot just stuck long enough. Stolen by Sharber. Fast break for Sharber down the left side. Layup is good. Sharber is trying to keep the Lady Tigers in the game. 62-56, 2:08 to play in the fourth quarter. Jones gains it back and walks with it. 2:05 left in the fourth quarter. Narvaez comes in. Jones comes out. Timeout taken by Hopkinsville. 2:04 to go. 62-56, Grayson County leads. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
62-56, 2:04 to go. Hopkinsville has the ball. They trail by 6 points. They're going to need to start getting some shots if they want to think about getting the W or sending this game into overtime. Pass out front. Green gets her hand in on it. Takes it away. Being chased by Hopkinsville. Bounce past Narvaez. Right side. Count it. Narvaez takes it in. She'll go to the line. What a game for Ella Narvaez in this game. Foul is called on Haley Moore, her third. Narvaez will go to the line to try and convert on the end one. A career day for Ella Narvaez. It's off the back of the iron. She gets her own rebound. Narvaez feeds it to Green. Out to Perkins on the right wing. 64-56. Grayson leads by 8 points with 1:40 to go. Bounce pass to Van Meter on the right side. Van Meter with the left hand. Has it in between the circles for Grayson County. Van Meter feeds it inside. Narvaez has it again. Thought about running the baseline. Probably smartly just gets it outside. The clock is working in Grayson County's favor. Riggs on the left wing. Out front to Narvaez. Narvaez right wing, Van Meter. Van Meter has it poked away. Loose ball. Van Meter's able to get it back. Outlet over to the far side to Riggs. Riggs on the left wing, and it's poked away and fouled. Moore will be called for her fourth foul. And 2 free throws will come for Arissa Riggs. 5 of 7 from the free throw line is Riggs in this game. You can make that 5 of 8 as the first one is no good for the senior. Back into the game is Hurt for Hopkinsville. Moore will come out. Second chance for Riggs. No good off to the right. Long rebound chased down by Green. Takes one dribble right side. Got it. What a move by Kennedy Green. That was a great play there. Green has 7 points in the game. One off of her career high, and it's a 10-point Lady Cougar lead. Pass in the far corner, almost deflected and taken away by Grayson. Off-balance shot, rolls around on the miss, and the jump ball is going to give the ball back to Grayson. Immediately, Jones and Blanton hop off the bench. Green and Narvaez come out. 66-56. 51.7 seconds to go. Riggs to trigger. Gives it to the near side to Van Meter. Van Meter angles back towards the far side of the floor. Picks it up, gives it back to Riggs with 45 seconds to go. Grayson leads 66-56. Left wing Blanton. Over to the far side to Van Meter. She's quickly double teamed. Tries to split the defense and does. Over into the far corner now to Jones with 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They're calling for the defensive pressure. Jones drives in. Jump pass into the near corner to Blanton. Blanton gives it off to the right side now to Perkins. Perkins is being chased backwards. Are they going to foul or not? And they're just going to let this clock go out. 66-56. Grayson County is going to pick up the win against Hopkinsville tonight. Barring a last-second shot here coming. Riggs on the right side. And you can count this, well, man, now they're going to try to get a jump ball, and they're just going to wave it off. They were trying to get it, and Riggs was like bent over with it, not letting them have action to it. Lady Cougars win tonight against Hopkinsville by a final score of 66-56. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. The Grayson County Lady Cougars pick up a 66-56 win against Hopkinsville tonight. And listen, any win's a good win, especially this time of year. And the biggest thing is that the Grayson County Lady Cougars have now won their 10th game of the season. They've won 10 games. Last year they won 3 games. They won 10 this year. They score 66 points tonight. Last night they scored 14 points. I mean, that's what you want to see, and that's the positives here moving forward if you're Grayson County to take from this game, because it doesn't get any easier. I mean, next week you've got a team against North Bullitt that last week had a girl score 56 points in the game. It's going to be a tough game coming up next week as they take on North Bullitt. We'll take a break. Talk to head coach Todd Johnston, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. Again, your final score, Grayson County 66, Hopkinsville 56. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars win tonight by a final score of 66-56 against Hopkinsville. Joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And coach, if we'd have stopped the game about 5 minutes in and we'd had an interview when it was 9-1, I'm sure you probably would have had a very different interview. And if I'd have told you that at that moment, hey, you're going to score 66 points tonight, I'm sure you probably would have said, no, you're crazy.
Yeah, we got off to a bad start, and typically we don't rebound well from bad starts, but we did against Paducah Tillman, and that's what I told them in a huddle. I said, listen, just keep playing. It's going to be a fast-paced game. We're going to make our shots, take care of the ball, execute, use our press to try to generate a few. Again, you look at them, and as athletic and fast as they are, it's not a team that typically you would want to press and play fast. But, outside of 10, the skill level is a little suspect, and they used their bigs. And, we just kept going and stayed with it, learning to play and learning to score without making shots against zones is big. We moved the ball in and out, and Sid had 19 tonight, and she only hit 1 3. So she's learning that. Before, if she didn't make shots, it affected everything about her. But, we had a talk with her. She, I told her, being a three-point shooter only, you're easy to guard, and now she's penetrating against zones and doing a much better job. And I thought the floor game that Sutton played and Arissa played was really good for us. We made some really good passes in transition and moving the ball, passing ahead. We've talked about that for the last month, about let's try to pass ahead against pressure, use the diagonals, but only pass ahead in transition. And we got the ball in front of the defense several times, and good things happened for us.
I thought a couple of things. Well, we'll first start kind of with the negative that turned into the positive. I mean, at the first half, Fleming, number 10, she had 21. And then finishes with 25.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something different you did against her in the second half?
We just shaded her more in our 2-3 zone. We just couldn't get away from her. And then in 13, when we went to our 1-3-1 there, that last quarter, just to get them off balance because they hadn't seen it, we were really good against it. We stopped her penetration. Our wings kind of stayed closer to her, and she took a couple, 25-footers that weren't close. Then the key became we got to get those long rebounds. But yeah, we just shaded her a little bit more, paid a lot more attention to her, tried to keep her from scoring in transition, which means we got to take care of the ball, get back on defense, and we did that.
Ella, tonight, you get 12 points from her. That's a new career high. That's 12 points isn't going to come a lot from her. I know, but she also probably turned in. Did she get double-digit rebounds?
Well, I don't know,
but she was close. She was great tonight.
Yeah, and she was awful in the first half. And I told her that at halftime. She got the brunt of the halftime. She had 1 rebound, lost 4 or 5 that hit her hands. And I said, if you don't play this half, I'm going to take you out. And luckily, she put herself in position to score, made some tough runners, and then was all over the place rebounding and being aggressive. And so as bad as I thought she was in the first half, you're in a situation again in the second half, you can't take her out other than when we had the 8-9 point lead late in free throws. And I think she was 2 for 5 from the free throw line, which, again, that's something that's going to get better with her. But, bad the first half and then was the best player for us in the second half.
I thought that you mentioned the passes, and I thought there were a couple of them that were made really well. I know that there was one where I don't remember who made I think it was Isabel made the pass on the left wing, fed it to Briley, who then kicked it out to the right wing, and it was a 3. it might have been, it was either Sutton's 3 in the first quarter or it was Sydney's 3.
I think it was Sutton's on that side.
And I think that was the one pass that I was thinking for Briley. I mean, she probably could not have done it because she caught it, didn't have it maybe for half a second, immediately fired it out.
Listen, she was good for us again tonight. Her role, she's, again, accepted what she's doing now, came in, got jump balls, and makes everybody mad and fights for balls, but she is a good passer. She makes good decisions in the middle, which is why we put her there. And, sometimes you can get too offensive-minded, and sometimes not offensive-minded enough too, though. But when she catches it in the middle, she makes something happen because she's looking opposite every time, which is where the shot's going to come from, and kept reiterating that. The ball's got to go in the middle against their zone, whether it's the 3-2 or 2-3. Get it in the middle, kick out. They fly, then we got drives, and we hit missed some of those layups too, though. But the execution was there, moving it in what we call our 2-1-2 offense. We call it 21. Did a much better job. And, again, I thought Kennedy was outstanding in the second half. And
she made a couple really good moves.
Good moves, good rebounds. And I told her the one thing that we've got to get when she rebounds in traffic, she still dribbles. And we've got to get her to either look at the kick out or to go straight back up. But, the last one on the baseline here off the free throw, she got it, took one power dribble and went up and scored. And that's the quick, athletic move she's got to continue to make. And sometimes she spreads way too wide her feet and she gets off balance, and that's when she falls. And so we're still working on those things, and some of it's strength. But I thought her and Ella were the difference for us in the second half.
Coming up on Tuesday, we won't be with you. We'll be here with the boys. But you got a game against North Bullitt, a team last year that you played. My memory's right. It was a game that you kind of picked up, I think it was really a couple of days before it even happened. You hosted them. Close game. My memory's right. I don't really remember.
48-47.
I don't know that I remember that
exactly
it was that
what it was.
close, that close of a game. I know that I was telling you last night, they had a player who had 56, I think, earlier this week in the LIT.
She was 16 for 24 from the three-point line.
That'll get it done.
That's not bad.
Just casual, right? I'm sure you'll take that from one of your players on Tuesday night.
It's crazy. Yeah, I would. They're going to be the best team we have played since Bragg County, and they've beaten Bullitt Central 2 out of 3 times in really close games, but they've got a point guard that can flat shoot it, and the Thorpe girl that hit 16 threes. She hit 4 or 5 in the first half against us last year. Then we just started face guarding her and denying her, and she didn't make any, I don't think, in the second half. And then, they're 6'2" inside. And the other thing they did, number 14, I can't remember her name, but she's back, Clark maybe. They started putting her at the elbow because we couldn't help off, and isolating her one-on-one, and she really killed us in the second half. So, we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to make shots. We're going to have to defend. We're going to have to rebound against their size. But, again, we should be playing with a lot of confidence, and last night didn't happen. But, last night's over, and today we played really well.
Coach, I appreciate it. Good luck on Tuesday, and we will see you Friday against Butler.
Thank you, guys.
That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll have more coming up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities, so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are 66-56 winners against Hopkinsville. Not a lot of scores to bring you from around the region. Girls' final score, Butler County does end up winning against the Louisville home school. 58-14 was the final. And honestly, and here was one more, Holy Cross of Covington defeats Owensboro Catholic in boys basketball 70-46. That is a final score of that game. Allen County Scottsville defeats Marshall County 51-49 is the final score of that game. We'll take a break. Wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars win tonight against Hopkinsville 66-56. Running down the scoring from this game for Hopkinsville, 25 points for Fleming, 11 points for Sharber. You had 7 points for Peyton, 5 points for Tullis, 4 points for Murray, 2 points each for Earthman and for Hurt. For Grayson County, it was 19 points for Sydney Perkins, 13 Isabel Blanton. Career high 12 for Ella Narvaez, 9 for Arissa Riggs, 7 for Kennedy Green, 5 for Sutton Van Meter, 1 for Bree Jones. That'll wrap up our coverage tonight. We'll be back on Tuesday as the Cougar boys will host Meade County tonight, or on Tuesday, as that'll be a 7 o'clock start time. You'll be able to watch that game right here. The Lady Cougars will be traveling to North Bullitt. We will not be with them because I've asked our crew member, Jaden Kinney, to invent us to be in 2 places at once. He's working on it, but he still hasn't figured it out yet. Maybe by baseball season. Because there is a time I know that we might have to be in 2 places at once with baseball and softball. I don't know. He's working on it. He's a hard worker over here. That'll wrap up our coverage tonight. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work and all of their work here today. Chase Blaine was your director and camera operator. Jaden Kinney was your director and camera operator. That's right. They do both things. So on a night where the Lady Cougars pick up a 66-56 win, to pick up their 10th win of the season and improve to 10-12 on the season. This is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone, and more importantly, remember, Hoo Day!